Daisy, are you doing fine with the housework? I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you.
Don't worry about that.
I was going to come home early, but since I have a lot of shopping to do and some things to finish, I'll be home late. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help to you when you came all this way. At least, please, take your time.
I see. You really don't have to worry about that at all.
What? Why not?
Because you don't have to come back anymore.
What do you mean?
Huh? Don't you understand? It means you are no longer needed.
I beg your pardon?
I've decided to own this high-rise, so I can finally live in it. It's not a detached house, which is not the ideal I had in mind, but I don't have any complaints about high-rise. It's good enough.
I don't understand at all. Daisy, what are you talking about?
Oh, come on. You don't have to pretend that you don't understand. You know what's really going on, don't you? I'm more suited to live in a high-rise than you.
What on earth are you up to? Please, explain to me, Daisy. Besides, you shouldn't be so rude because I'm your family. I thought you were a nice person. I don't know when you started to act like this.
Well, I've been hiding my true nature and keeping a low profile.
What do you mean by true nature?
I don't like to go around in circles, so I'm going to tell you straight to the point. I've already received your husband's inheritance, so can you get out of my house? I don't need you anymore.
What did you say? Are you threatening me?
If you want to think so, be my guest. No matter what you say, your husband's inheritance is mine. The high-rise will be mine too. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. I can't wait to live in such a beautiful room. So, Nicole, please, get out as soon as possible, okay? There's no point for you to live there anymore.
I really have no idea what you're talking about.
You are such a dull woman, Nicole. I made a promise with your husband about owning the high-rise, but living together with you won't solve anything. I don't want to have a fight with you each day, so it would be faster to ask you to leave, right? That's why, please, leave for the sake of both of us.
Don't be selfish, Daisy.
I'm going to leave the apartment I'm living in now. If you don't move out, me and my husband won't be able to move in, so please, move out right away.
Are you trying to get me kicked out?
I think so.
Seriously? Is my son aware of this matter?
It doesn't matter. I haven't told Michael anything yet, but he is the eldest son, so he'll inherit the house in the end. What belongs to Michael belongs to me. In other words, the high-rise is mine.
What a silly woman. What kind of nerve do you have? You're like a thief.
Hold it right there, Nicole. Would you please stop talking nonsense? I've worked so hard to get my inheritance. I've tried so hard to be a good girl in front of everyone. Do you have any idea how hard it was? It's so stressful.
I didn't know that you've been thinking about the inheritance all the time.
That's right. But come on. Even though I wasn't being myself, you were nice to me. You should be grateful for that. I've been through a lot of difficult times, but if I can get my inheritance and a townhouse, that's fine. I'm sure the hardship will disappear in time.
I see. So, are you saying that you've been pretending all the time?
Are you trying to call me a great pretender? But it wasn't really me. I was acting anyway. By the way, if you think it's for money, you can laugh and go out with someone no matter how much you don't like them. I'm a little relieved that it's over because the period didn't last long.
How dare you? That sounds like you're glad that my husband is dead. Don't you have a human heart?
I didn't mean it that way, but I've got such a nice high-rise now, so I don't need you anymore. Thanks to my hard work.
I can't believe you just said that. How could you do such a terrible thing?
What kind of daughter-in-law do you think I was? Well, it can't be helped. I was playing the role of an honest, gentle, kind-hearted wife of your son. I'm sorry if I disappointed you. Anyway, I don't care about you. As long as I have this high-rise, I'll have a great life. I don't have to worry about anything, so why don't you get the heck out of here? I didn't know you're such a devil. It's a surprising fact now that I found out about your true nature. Don't call me devil. That's rude. The moment my husband died, you changed your attitude. All you wanted was his fortune. This is definitely a scam. Scam? What a bold statement. I don't think so. You can think that way if you want to. The inheritance and this high-rise is mine now. I'm really glad I married Michael because he's the eldest son. I'm really grateful to him. Did you use my son to accomplish your own selfish purpose? Were you just aiming for his money? I didn't say anything about that, did I? Well, but it turns out that way, so I don't blame you for saying so. It looks like I won't have any problems in the future, so I have to thank your husband and Michael from the bottom of my heart. Do you really think that's acceptable? What you're doing is a crime. Are you aware of that? I don't think you can just get away with it. First of all, my husband would never allow such a thing. Stop blabbering nonsense. You make me laugh. I think you must have gone crazy with grief from losing your dearly beloved husband. Your husband is no longer alive. You can't even talk to him. So how would you know that he won't allow me to do whatever I want? Be careful with your words, Daisy. I don't think my husband would forgive you. I know it's unfortunate, but none of us will ever see your husband again. So I don't care about your husband's thoughts, and so on. Cut it out, Daisy. Don't yell at me. Let me tell you something. You were stealing money whenever you visited our house, weren't you? What are you talking about? Every time you came to our house, you would take some money out of my wallet and my husband's wallet too. Do you think we didn't notice that? Both of you knew about that? That's too bad because I thought you didn't notice. Anyway, how did you find out? Of course, both I and my husband noticed. Some money was missing from our wallet. I even had a fight with my husband because of you. One day, I was crouching in the corner of the kitchen. That's when I saw you taking money out of my wallet. I was appalled. I even wished it was a bad dream. I was very distressed, but you were kind to my husband. You also seemed to be very devoted to Michael, so I decided to keep quiet. Well, later on, my husband found out. You really married Michael just for the money, didn't you? That's not true. I loved Michael with all my heart. Would you be satisfied if I told you that? Well, it's true that I wanted to live in this high-rise. By the way, you really are an annoying woman, so please get out of this house as soon as possible. That's selfish. Don't be silly. The high-rise will still be my home even after my husband's death. What are you talking about? Your husband passed away, so it's mine. Because Michael is inheriting it. It's not yours. Too bad. Stop your futile resistance and get out. I don't care what you say, but I'm going to live in the high-rise. I think you better watch your words. You'll regret saying that. You are the one who should watch your words. If you won't leave, I'll hire a mover to clean out your stuff. If you don't want me to do that, you'd better pack up your stuff quickly. You should understand your current situation. This is why I hate elderly people like you. Geez, you really have no common sense. I guess there's nothing I can say to you. I've had enough. Have you finally given up? You should have said so earlier. I wouldn't have had to talk about it all the time. Seems that you're not a person who gives up easily. Now that Michael has inherited both the money and high-rise, there's nothing you can do about it. I've decided that I'll take the high-rise along with the money. I'm going to take good care of it and live in it so you don't have to worry. So just get the heck out of there. Understood. If that's the way it is, I won't relent. Well then, please pay $10,000 for the monthly rent. What? If you want me to leave so badly, you'll have to pay for the monthly rent. I wonder if you can pay that. What are you talking about? Have you really lost your mind? Stop kidding me, okay? I don't need to pay for the rent because I own the high-rise. I'm not joking, and the high-rise is not yours. I'm very serious about this. The house is in my name, and I was planning to rent it out from now on. The only reason I'm late today is because I had to finish the paperwork. I did it in one day, so it was a lot of work. What do you mean by renting the high-rise? I don't understand. I'm going to rent out the high-rise to other people, and the monthly rent fee is $10,000. The land value here is high and the top floor has a great view, so I thought that price would be reasonable. You can live here, but I'll charge you for the rent. Wait a minute. You can't charge me for the rent because you're going to get kicked out from the high-rise. $10,000 for monthly rent is just too much. Stop joking. I've already signed a contract for the rent. Why are you being so selfish? There's no way I'm going to pay that. I mean, I can't pay it. Then you can't live there. You need to find another place to live. No way! You don't have to stay in the high-rise anymore. I want you to leave now. I'm not comfortable meeting you. That's why don't ever show your face in front of me again. What did you say? This house belongs to your husband, right? Michael is the eldest son, and he inherited it. So it's mine. You are the one who shouldn't show your face in front of me. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I missed the timing to tell you. My husband's entire inheritance is going to me, who is his spouse. That includes the high-rise. What do you mean? My kids had a family meeting and decided about that. My son and daughter are all doing well in their own businesses without any problems. So they decided that they don't need my husband's inheritance. Moreover, my husband has given our children his inheritance when he was alive. What? When? I didn't know anything about that. Why should you be told about that? Stop being so brazen. Because I was nice to your husband. I was nice to you too, and I took care of you. I was an honest and caring daughter-in-law, right? You think my husband didn't notice about that? What? He knew all about it. That you came to our house and stole our money. Are you sure? No one will leave any inheritance to someone who stole money every time she came to visit. Don't you understand? I inherited the high-rise so that my children wouldn't be cheated by people like you. That was my husband's wish too. Oh no! Your husband wished for that? Michael told you about the inheritance, but it wasn't about something he inherited after my husband died. Aren't you ashamed of yourself, trying to kick your husband's mother out of the house because of misunderstanding? Wait a minute! Are you saying I misunderstood? You're the only one who would make a mistake like that. You're so stupid. Huh? Does that mean I can't live in the high-rise? That's right. It's a very nice place with a great view, but it's too good for me to live here alone. I'm supposed to rent it out to a rich guy who's been looking for a place to live. If you can pay for the monthly rent, you can live here. No, I can't do that. That's why you, who can't pay the rent, have to leave immediately. What? That's terrible. We are a family, so please do something about it. I'm the wife of your eldest son. Excuse me? I just asked Michael, but it seems that he didn't know anything about it. What do you mean that he didn't know? Everything. First of all, you were stealing money from my husband's and my wallets. You lied to Michael about getting an allowance from us, didn't you? I can't believe you stole that much money from us. Did Michael tell you that? He's here anyway. I've told him everything you wrote in your messages. No kidding! Why would you do that?
My son has the right to know about everything. Anyway, since you can't pay for the monthly rent, I'm going to rent the high-rise to the rich man. I'm afraid you'll have to leave at your earliest convenience.
Why? Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. As he read your message, Michael seems to be quite taken aback too.
You shouldn't let Michael read our messages. Let's keep this as a secret between you and me.
A secret? Stop fooling around. I was shocked when I found out you were stealing money to buy goods from luxurious brands. But I thought it was fine as long as you took good care of them.
I feel rich when I have those things. If possible, I wanted the design that those famous Hollywood actresses have. But they're just too expensive.
Isn't it obvious? We're not a rich family after all.
Besides, those things I bought, I couldn't sell them with a high price, so I really needed the money.
There's no end to what people can afford. It's enough to have what you deserve.
But you want to have something different from others, don't you? That's what makes you unique.
What are you talking about? Buying luxurious brands products with money you stole from others doesn't make you unique. It's only when you put in the effort to buy it that it becomes valuable. How much did you spend on those things? I'm sure the contents of my wallet and my husband's wallets were far from enough, right?
Well,
how did you manage to get the extra money you needed? Surely you weren't stealing from other people's homes, were you?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't do that.
Then what did you do?
I used Michael's credit card.
What?
I had his credit cards in my custody.
I'm speechless.
Please, don't tell Michael about the credit cards, okay?
How much did you spend?
I can't tell you.
Fine. Michael will find out about that. I'll make sure you pay for what you've spent.
Seriously?
Money matter is a serious matter. You have to return what you spent without permission.
Please don't say that. I can't pay you back that amount right away. So please don't tell Michael. If he finds out, he'll tell me to go to work for sure.
I think it's too late.
Why?
I told you I'm with Michael now, didn't I? We're doing paperwork together for the high-rise. Of course, he's watching the whole conversation.
You mean our conversation?
I've told you many times, right? I also told you that Michael is watching. He's sitting beside me and is stunned by your words.
It's terrible to show him the whole conversation.
I have no choice since he's beside me. I guess it bothered him too.
Oh no!
Because what you did was too much. I think, rather than having you to start working, Michael is going to divorce you.
Huh? Divorce? That's impossible. If I get divorced, I won't be able to live in the high-rise for the rest of my life. If that happens, it's your fault.
Don't blame others. You must take responsibility of what you've done. Besides, either way, you can't live in the high-rise. You have absolutely no right to live there. As expected, Michael said that he wants a divorce. I know you were trying to get rid of me, but now you're going to lose everything. I'm sorry for you. Well, good luck with your job. Please return the money you spent on luxurious brands to Michael. Oh, and I'm going to charge you for the money you stole from me and my husband. Don't whine that you can't afford it. Just be prepared. Nicole was surprised at the shallow thinking and actions of her son's wife. It seems that Daisy was kind to her and her husband with the intention of receiving Nicole's husband's inheritance. Nicole didn't expect Daisy to show her true personality right after Nicole's husband passed away. It seems that Daisy was aiming for the high rise. She was shocked to find out that the property belonged to her mother-in-law, as it was already registered in her name before her father-in-law passed away. Even if she wanted to rent it, the rent would be $10,000 and she couldn't afford it. Daisy was devastated to find out that she would not receive any inheritance either. Still, she was planning to move in with her mother-in-law if she could. But Nicole was completely disgusted with Daisy's attitude.
As expected, Daisy was told to leave immediately. Moreover, Daisy's husband, Michael, also found out about her terrible attitude towards his mother. On top of that, it was discovered that Daisy had been using her husband's credit card to buy some goods from luxurious brands. The amount was over $50,000. Daisy ended up being divorced and was kicked out of the house she was living in. She had no place to live and no money. But since she is being charged for the money she spent on luxurious brands' goods, she will have to repay the money from now on. She is now working at night to earn money for her own living expenses and repayments. Daisy has made a big mistake, and as a result, she's now living a miserable life. Let's hope that she will reflect on this enough and work hard for the rest of her life to repay her debts.
Hey, I might be a little late today.
Are you done with your work?
It's gonna take me a little while, but I'm almost done. I'm gonna stop by at your mother's house after work.
Why? Why do you have to stop by at my mom's?
Why do you ask? I'm not allowed to visit her?
What do you need from her? If you need something from Mom, I'll go. You don't have to go.
What? I was told to come see her directly. Don't get me in trouble.
Hey, what does she need from you? She's my mother. If she needs something, she would tell me. There's no way she needs something from you.
Hey, don't be crazy. This morning, she told me to stop by at her place on my way home from work. And not only once, but multiple times.
Are you sure?
Why do I have to lie to you about something like this?
I don't think Mom would have anything to tell you.
I did ask her if she's sure to talk to me instead of you, but she wanted me to come.
What does she want from you?
I can sort of imagine. Well, anyways, I have to see her after work.
I don't understand. Don't tell me you're planning to beg her for something, huh?
What? Don't be stupid. I'm not a child. Why should I beg her? Will you stop saying such childish things? I told you she wants me. Why don't you believe me?
She has always called me when she needed me. I'm telling you that it's impossible for her to talk to you without me.
Hey, how much do you love her? I'm amazed. Maybe she has something she doesn't want you to know. What is the problem of me visiting her?
I'm sure that's not true. There's nothing she can't tell me. She's the only one who understands me. I know her better than anyone. There's no way she would keep something from me.
Mom. God, what a pain in the ass. Anyway, I have to go. I'll be late if I keep talking to you.
Fine. I'll let you go today, but I'll never forgive you if you do something to her, okay?
What is that? What do you mean if I do something? There are things you can say and can't say to each other as husband and wife. It sounds like I'm picking on your mother. Have I ever done anything to harm her?
Huh? How dare you? You think I don't know anything?
What are you talking about?
You really are a shameless woman, aren't you? You pretend to be a good wife, but you actually pick on her, right? I know everything.
Huh? Don't make false accusations like that. I'm picking on your mother? Don't make me laugh. I never did that, not even once.
Don't lie. I heard from her.
From her?
That's right. My mom would never lie to me, and she's absolutely right. You're sneaking around, hiding and picking on her.
You know what? Maybe you've been watching too much drama. I don't understand. How is that possible?
I heard from her.
Even if your mother said so, you didn't see or hear it directly, huh? How can you say such a terrible thing? You didn't actually see what happened. Don't assume I'm the bad one like that.
The part where you get angry like that is even more suspicious. If you didn't do it, there's no need to be so angry. I'm upset because it's true. I didn't think you were the kind of woman who would pick on her mother-in-law.
That's terrible. How dare you? I'm not bullying her.
Fine. Enough excuses. Just go see her. She called you, right? I won't forgive you if you bully her even a little.
How could you? You don't believe me at all. You were so nice to me before we got married. But as soon as we got married, you became a mommy's boy. You know we're married. You should take care of me too, not only your mother.
Don't be so brazen. You know how much she means to me, don't you? Anyway, don't harass her, okay? Don't bother my mom. Hey Abigail, are you listening to me? Hey Abigail, I just heard from Mom.
Oh, what did she say?
What did you do to her?
Huh? What are you talking about?
She said that you were picking on her again. How could you, after I warned you?
Wait a minute. I talked to her, but I didn't pick on her.
You're lying again. Give me a break. She called me while I was at work, so I called her back and she was crying.
What? Why?
The other day, the day you said you were going to stop by at her house, you verbally abused her and even hit her. She said she couldn't take it anymore and cried.
Hey, what's going on? How is that possible? I have no idea.
Huh? So you're saying Mom lied to me?
If she really said that, then I guess so.
You! Stop telling me obvious lies. She was crying and I was so worried that I left work and went to her house.
You're kidding, right? You'd leave work for that reason? I can't believe it.
My precious mom was crying. I can't just leave her like that, especially if it's your fault. I warned you. Can you explain what's going on?
I don't know. I'd rather ask you. That day, I went to her house, and she gave me a lecture for many hours. You are a wife. You should give your all for your husband. How long are you going to keep working? If you can't take care of my son, get divorced now. As soon as I arrived, she yelled at me. I was the one who wanted to cry. Why did she have to say that? I don't understand.
Even if it's a lie, it's natural, right? Then why was Mom crying? Explain it to me.
So, that's what I want to know. Maybe she was putting on an act? I'm sure she wanted you to worry.
Huh? What does she need to act for? Mom would never be so cunning.
Then what? Explain it to me. I never lied to you, okay? Please, you have to believe me. True, I don't like your mother. She's a stranger to me, I admit that. But hitting or abusing my mother-in-law? I would never do that.
You can say whatever you want. You've been bullying Mom all this time. And how can you ask me to believe you when you hit her? You're too selfish.
That's terrible. Why can't you believe me? Do you think I'm the kind of woman who would bully your mother? That's absolutely not true. I'm the one who was bullied.
Shut up! Enough!
Kyle.
Mom called me after a week of thinking about it. You've been continuing to bully her for a while. It must have been hard for her. She was putting up with your bullying because she cared about me. Of course, I think she cared about you too, but you kept abusing her and hitting her. And I believe she couldn't take it anymore. Do you know how she felt when she had to put up with it for so long? Do you know how kind she is to me, trying not to worry her? You really are a psycho.
Why do you have to say that? I don't understand. I don't know what your mother told you, but you didn't see or hear any actual things. Why do you only take your mother's words?
Of course I know. We are family. We trust each other more than anyone else. I know she would never lie to me. I'm pretty sure you're lying.
Lying? I have been telling you it's not true.
Listen, if you ever hurt my mom again, I won't let you get away with it, okay? If you ever hurt her feelings again, I'll curse you even worse. You better brace yourself.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna take a bath and go to bed.
And don't wake up again. I'm staying at my mom's for a while. Bye.
I need you to pick up the phone. Kyle, I need to talk to you.
I don't have anything to talk to you about. I'm having dessert with my mom.
I was taking a break in my bedroom after work, and when I woke up and tried to get out of my room, the door wouldn't open. I don't know why. Can you come home and take a look at it? I'm not feeling well today. I don't think I can move. Please?
Can't you just stay like that?
Huh?
When I came home from work feeling exhausted, you were sleeping comfortably in your bedroom. I got annoyed and locked you in.
Hey, my legs are tied up too. What? I don't understand. Kyle, are you serious? I'm being locked up?
It's my punishment.
What?
You abused my mom and you even hit her. What a horrible thing to do to her. You should be sorry. I won't forgive you until you apologize.
Wait a minute, Kyle. I'm really sick. I thought I had a fever since this morning, so I just needed some rest. I wasn't sleeping in.
I don't care if you're sick or have a fever or whatever. You don't feel like apologizing to her? You have no remorse for the evil you did to Mom. I'm just trying to make you feel sorry for what you've done. Mom said she'd forgive you if you were truly sorry. She's so kind. She's too open-minded to forgive someone like you.
I didn't do anything wrong. There's no need to apologize or be sorry. I'm really sick. I think my fever's gone up and I'm parched. I need to go get some water.
I don't trust anything you say. You're just saying random things, aren't you? I have your wallet, car keys, everything, so you wouldn't run away. The only thing I couldn't find was your phone. You said you weren't feeling well, but actually, you were sneaking around in bed watching videos, right?
I kept it in my pocket in case of emergency. That's how sick I am. Hey, why did you take my wallet too?
I'm just trying to keep you from running away. You know, if you have money, you can call a cab, right? I saw you sleeping in the bedroom and I thought maybe you were sick. That's why I stole your wallet, so you couldn't go see a doctor. God, I'm really smart.
What? That's a crime.
A crime? What are you talking about? I did it so that you can pay for what you did. Don't talk nonsense.
After all, you stole my belongings, right? You knew I wasn't feeling well and you stole it. That's a thief. When I thought about it, this is a crime, right?
What's with that logic? You can't call for help anyway. Say whatever you want. You can't leave that room. I've made it so you can't open the windows or the front door. It's impossible for you to get out of there, man.
Oh no. I didn't do anything against your mother. Why should you do such terrible things to me? This is like torture.
If you think so, why don't you admit your evil deed? You really are stubborn. We are both disgusted by you. I can't believe you're that kind of person. I should have noticed it sooner. I'm sorry for being immature and hurting Mom. I'm sorry I ended up hurting her.
Okay, that's enough. You don't seem to trust me at all, so whatever.
What? You're mad at me? I don't need a person who would lie and bully Mom. Stay there and be sorry. When you're ready to apologize to her, call me. Then I'll let you out of the room.
Are you sure?
Wait. Why are you looking down on me? I can't believe it. You have no right to act like that.
Okay. Why don't you just stay with your mommy?
What's with that tone? You made fun of me, didn't you? I'll never forgive you. Hey, Abigail. You don't reply when it's inconvenient for you. Answer me. I haven't heard from you since then. Are you feeling better? Do you feel sorry now?
What? I have nothing to be sorry about.
Are you still talking like that? You want to get out of there, don't you? If you apologize to Mom, I'll let you out.
Leave me alone.
Huh?
I don't want to apologize for something I didn't do.
You're a real pain in the ass. Mom said she'd forgive you if you apologized. Don't you understand the goodness of people?
How can you say that? I didn't do anything, but she made up a lie that I was harassing her, and she's trying to trick you. Your mother is a much worse person. Goodness of people? Don't make me laugh.
I won't let you talk bad about her. Reconsider. You continued to harass her. You abused her and hit her after all. You hurt her feelings and you never apologized. No matter how you think about it, this is crazy. I guess I made a mistake marrying a person like you.
Those are my words. I'll never apologize because I didn't do anything wrong.
You want me and Mom to forgive you, right? Then you should apologize right now. If you don't apologize to her, we're getting divorced, okay?
Sure, I'd love to. Let's get divorced now.
Huh?
Actually, I've been waiting for you to say that for a long time.
What do you mean?
Because even if I said I wanted to get a divorce, you wouldn't accept it anyway, right? That's why I've been waiting for you to say that. Now we can finally get divorced. I'm really happy.
Wait a minute. It's divorce. Do you understand?
Of course.
We're breaking up and you're going to be alone.
That's right. That's what I wanted. Thank you, Kyle, for asking me to get divorced.
You! What are you talking so cocky about? Don't get over yourself. If you really want to get divorced, I wouldn't open the door.
Don't worry. I already called an ambulance. I've already left the room.
What? You're out of the room?
Yeah, I'm out.
What the hell? It's a very strong lock. It shouldn't open right away.
I was about to die. I had a high fever. I was dizzy and I was starting to feel faint. I thought I was going to lose consciousness, so I called 911. They also had a hard time getting in through the front door, so I explained the situation by phone, and the fire engine came. They broke the window from the outside so I could go to the hospital safely. I'm in a hospital room now, resting. I was put on an IV drip and I'm feeling much better.
What the hell?
Thank God I had my phone.
Why did you call an ambulance? The neighbors would notice. It would be a big problem.
My life was in danger, so no choice. I was about to die.
You could have called me. You didn't have to call an ambulance.
Huh? I asked you to help me, but you ignored me. I could have passed out if I hadn't asked for help. I was desperate.
You're exaggerating. You would feel better soon if it was just a fever, right? You made the neighbors worry.
You're probably right, but you did all those things. Ask the police later. How terrible thing you did.
What? What do you mean, police?
You know, I was rescued in a very difficult situation. The police were suspicious and asked me what happened. I think they should be there soon.
What do you mean? Why are they coming to my place?
Huh? Don't you see what you did? I was locked in my room in my own house. I had no wallet, no driver's license, no car keys. Of course, they would think there was a problem. I had my legs tied. I was in a locked room, and then I was rescued. I told them the truth.
Hey, are you kidding me? I did it just to make you sorry for what you did. I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to, but you went too far. If you have any excuses, you can talk to the police. I think they're almost there. Don't even think about running away, okay?
Hold on. I'm your husband. I would never lock you up. Just explain to the police that it was all a misunderstanding. Tell them it was just a fight.
A fight? What are you talking about? Honestly, it wasn't even a fight. I was the one who got blamed. It was really terrible. I'm proud of myself to be able to endure it. I'm not going to help you no matter how much you ask me to.
But if you keep this up, I'm going to become a criminal. Even you would be sad if your own husband was a criminal, wouldn't you?
A husband? You said you and I are divorced, right? So we are strangers.
You've got to be kidding me. I can't deal with the police. Please, help me.
Please tell your excuses at the police station. Goodbye. The mommy's boy who had tormented me a lot was arrested in front of his mother not long after that. At that time, it seems like she looked very pale and was trembling. Of course, she should have known the details. She knew she was going to be interviewed voluntarily. We talked with the lawyer and eventually settled out of court for compensation. After that, the fact of my ex-husband's arrest had already spread around the neighborhood. He and his mother could no longer stand the cold stares and slander from them, so they disappeared without a trace. No one knows where they went.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Gerald. I'm surprised that you texted me. How can I help you?
My brother is on a business trip, right?
Yes, he is.
What's for dinner today?
I made beefsteak. You said that you don't want any dinner, so there's nothing left for you.
Huh? What do you mean?
I thought you were eating out. What should I do then?
What are you talking about? Make it now.
What?
You're my brother's wife, right? So you're supposed to cook for me too. Don't cut corners just because your husband is away on a business trip.
I'm not cutting corners. I thought you said that you don't want dinner. Besides, I'm not your wife anyway.
You're such a cocky woman. Looks like my brother got married to a boring wife. He graduated from a prestigious university, like most of our family members. I can't believe he got married to a high school graduate like you. You're so uneducated that you can't even think ahead. My dead parents are probably crying in heaven right now. They had such high hopes for my brother.
I don't care what you say about me, but could you please stop saying bad things about my husband?
Huh? You can't even cook well. Do you think you have the right to give me an order?
I didn't give you any order. Besides, it's not that I didn't want to cook for you. It's because you said that you don't want dinner.
You've been making a lot of excuses. Will you stop that immediately? I wonder why my brother took someone like you as his wife. You're really useless.
I've said it many times, but I don't think it's right to speak ill of my husband. I mean, I didn't know that you are that kind of person.
I don't show my true nature in front of others. After all, I'm a college student with a bright future. So I have to behave well in public, right? I've been a good boy all my life. I've been learning these techniques since I was a kid, because my parents have been comparing me to my superior brother.
Sorry to hear that, but personality is something that comes naturally, you know? So I think you should change your way of thinking. You're good at what you do, so you should use that to your advantage.
Shut up. You're just a high school graduate. Don't you realize that you're a disgrace to our family?
Disgrace? That's a terrible thing to say. You don't have to go that far. Your parents were happy when I got married to your brother. They said that they're glad your brother found a good wife. Also, my husband is very devoted to me.
That can't be true. Don't be delusional.
I'm not delusional. Your parents were very sensible and kind people.
Don't talk about my parents anymore. As your punishment for ordering me around, you must cook me dinner.
What did you say? Do you mean now?
Yes, of course. You got something to complain about?
No, I got it. I'll make it with what I have in the fridge.
I'll be at the station soon, so make it in 30 minutes.
I can only make easy dishes if you only give me 30 minutes. Do you have any request?
I'm sick of hearing you complaining all the time. Stop yammering and get on with it. If you don't make me a satisfactory dinner, I'll punish you further.
I'll leave the food on the table.
Hey, what's with that food? Are you trying to make me eat garbage?
I had the ingredients for meatball pasta, so I made it. I tasted it and it wasn't bad. I only had 30 minutes, so that's the only dish I could make.
A college student with bright future like me shouldn't eat meatball pasta.
What do you mean?
I threw that dish in the trash.
Seriously?
Can't you cook better food than that? There's no nutritional balance in that dish. What are you going to do to me if I lose my ability to learn because I'm malnourished? It'll affect my future employment too.
It's just one meal, so you don't have to worry about being malnourished.
Don't be ridiculous.
Besides, the only dinner I can make from the ingredients in the fridge was that dish. I didn't have much ingredients. I should have done some grocery shopping. Sorry about that.
I told you, didn't I? I said I'd punish you even more if you didn't make a satisfactory dinner.
I see. Are you telling me that you weren't satisfied? I think there was enough to fill your stomach.
How can you say that with such a lousy dish? There's no way I could be satisfied with that. Don't make me laugh. I'm going to punish you.
Punish me?
Of course. I'm punishing you for not satisfying me with your cooking. Why don't you satisfy my body instead?
What are you talking about? Please, stop joking. I'm your sister-in-law.
What does that have to do with anything? I'm having a rough time at college. I'm under a lot of stress. My girlfriend ran away from me. I need to relieve my stress by punishing you.
Give me a break. I think you've gone too far with your joke.
I'm not joking. It's your punishment.
I don't understand. If you don't stop joking, I'll tell my husband.
Fine. My brother's on a business trip, right? He won't even come to help you.
I need you to stop, Gerald.
If you refuse, I'll tell my brother that you seduced me while he was on a business trip. I've always been a good boy, even in front of my brother. So he will definitely believe what I say. So there's nothing you can do.
Are you threatening me?
I told you this is your punishment, didn't I? If you think I'm threatening you, you're welcome to think so. I wonder what my brother would think about you seducing me while he wasn't around. I'm curious about that.
You're such a terrible person. My husband will definitely believe me.
Then you can just text him now.
Cut it out. My husband is doing an important job. I can't cause him unnecessary worry.
I know. You'll make him worry if you text him. Then shut up and do something nice with me. It's the only way you can keep your current position as my brother's wife.
I decline. I'm not going to take you up on such a threat.
Hey, Sarah. You're in your room, right? Reply to me. I know you're there.
What do you want?
How dare you lock yourself in your room yesterday?
Of course I did. My husband isn't here, so I have to protect myself.
I had no choice than to back down yesterday. Do you think I'll just give up because you locked the door? I'll make sure you get punished. You're going to do something good with me today.
Never. I'd rather die. I'm not going to let you enter my room.
Is that so? Where do you think I am right now?
Well,
if you won't let me in the room, I'll have to go in there by force.
what are you doing? Please, don't be rough. You're breaking the door.
I'm breaking the door.
Huh?
If you let me enter your room, I can stop.
I refuse. If you dare to enter my room, I'll jump from the second floor.
Oh well, I'm stressed out too, you know. Breaking down doors is a good way to release it. Let's get serious now.
Hey, don't do that. You're really breaking down the door. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
Shut up. My brother's not here, so let me have fun with you. It's not a big problem anyway. I'm never gonna stop until I do something good with you.
Are you crazy? I'm your brother's wife.
It's so secretive, and that's what I love about it. It's going to be a blast. You can even take a video to prove it.
What? I won't let you do that.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, you're breaking down the whole door. I want you to stop. Do you know what will happen to you if you do this?
Huh? Nothing will happen to me. I was seduced by you. It's a scenario where I did something I shouldn't with you. It's your fault. Of course, my brother will believe me because I'm good at what I do. By the way, I'm going to tell your parents that you were seducing me.
What a person you are. You're going to break the door, Gerald. Stop it.
Huh?
What now?
I got a message from my brother.
From my husband? What did he say?
He said he's looking for me right now. He asked me where I am.
Why don't you answer honestly?
What the hell did you do?
I don't know.
Liar. You must have done something behind my back. Otherwise, my brother, who's on a business trip, wouldn't be looking for me. He wants me to come out so he can talk to me. What the hell did you do to me?
Actually, I called my husband last night.
Why did you do that?
Why? Because you were threatening me.
I told you not to tell my brother, didn't I?
Even if you say so, I'm your brother's wife. We don't keep secrets from each other.
So what? My brother accused you, right?
Why?
Because you were seducing me while he was away on a business trip.
How can that be? My husband totally believed my story.
What?
Well, he was terribly shocked. He said that he can't believe his brother, whom he trusted, would do such a thing to his own wife.
You must have misunderstood him. I know he was telling you that he was shocked because you were seducing me.
Are you stupid? How could I have misunderstood such a serious matter?
And what did my brother say?
He said, you've been a good boy all your life, and you never got scolded. You studied hard and was always the smartest in your class.
Of course. That's my brother. He knows me so well.
But
what?
My husband said that being born to an elite family might have brought a negative effect on your character development, that you turned out to be such a terrible person. Your brother sounded so sad.
Huh?
He said he was sorry, but he was glad that your parents weren't around. My husband was just sad to hear that his brother has done such a terrible thing.
My brother would never say that. He told me that I'm good at what I do all the time. He said he wished he'd grown up like me. He was always praising me. Even when I was applying to college, he said he believes in me. That's why I have no doubt that he'll trust everything I tell him.
I don't think your brother will believe everything you tell him. What you just said was quite selfish.
Oh, I got a message from my brother again.
Because he's looking for you, right? Anyway, my husband just texted me.
What did he say?
He finished his business trip early, so he'll be home soon. He said never to let you enter the room.
Why didn't he tell me earlier?
Because you were banging on the door like you were about to break it down. That's why. I missed the timing to reply to his message.
What the? My brother told me to get away from your room? He wants me to come to his place right now.
Oh my, you better get going then. You don't know what he'll do when he's really angry.
Shut up. Hey you! How dare you talk to my brother about everything? I was scolded so badly since last night.
Good morning, Gerald. Just as I expected. My husband's yelling echoed through the house. I heard everything. I've never heard my husband's voice like that before.
My parents never yelled at me like that. I've never had anyone yell at me in my life. It's your fault that I have to go through this humiliation. I'm even more stressed out now. How are you going to take responsibility for this?
That's none of my business. You deserve that.
This is what happens when you don't listen to me. If you just let me play with you, my brother wouldn't have come home. It's all your fault. My brother already left for work, didn't he? Now come to my room.
Huh? Stop blabbering nonsense. I'm not your slave, okay?
You're the one who should be punished. If you won't come, I'll go to your room.
I can't believe you have no common sense at all. I'm not your wife, okay? Your brother just lectured you a lot about common sense, didn't he?
Then get out of this house.
What did you say? Why should I do that?
I don't want someone who can't satisfy me.
I'm so dumbfounded. Why are you still saying that? Your brother is sighing.
That was last night, wasn't it? My brother already went to work, so it's none of my business. If you won't come, I'll go over there myself. If you don't like it, get out of this house.
My husband's taking a day off today after a business trip. He got off work earlier than he was supposed to. It's all your fault.
What do you mean?
Don't you understand? It means I have my husband by my side.
Don't say random things. Are you thinking about winding me up?
That's not what I meant. My husband is reading your message. He's so furious that his face has turned red.
Huh? Are you serious?
Of course I am. If you think I'm lying, you can come to my room.
You're lying, right?
I'm not. My husband was helping you out financially, right? He said something about you being too busy with your studies and not being able to get a part-time job. That's a lie, isn't it? You used the money my husband gave you to play with around, didn't you?
What are you talking about? I stay in the lab after class and study till late at night. Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, really? How come you, who don't even do part-time job, manage to buy things like clothes and bags from luxurious brands? I've been responsible for the housework in this house. Every time I do the laundry or clean the house, I've always wondered about that. A student like you couldn't possibly afford all that stuff.
You were entering my room without my permission. That's trespassing. I'm gonna call the police.
Do you have any common sense? I'm your family, remember? I live with you and I'm in charge of the house. How can you accuse me for trespassing just because I entered your room? Anyway, my husband is furious with you.
Are you still showing this message exchange to my brother?
Yeah, I just told you that, didn't I? And you know what? My husband said he's going to stop giving you financial support. He also said that he won't forgive you for treating his precious wife as if she were some sort of slave.
Why would he do that? It doesn't make any sense.
My husband also said that he'll never forgive you for trying to attack me while he was on a business trip.
There's no way my brother would say that. You're just saying that on your own. This is my house too. Why don't you just leave?
You didn't know anything about the ownership of this house? After your parents died, the house is inherited by my husband. You were a student, so he had no choice. He was going to share the property with you eventually. Anyway, legally, it's my husband's house. That means it's also my house since I'm his wife. Aren't you the one who should be leaving?
That's not gonna happen, even if you try to round me up. I'm a student with a bright future. My brother won't abandon me.
Maybe you're the only one who thinks so. My husband said that he and his parents are responsible for what happened to you. That's why he said that he's going to sanction you.
That's a lie.
He said that the world isn't that simple. You need to keep your feet on the ground. You have to experience both good things and bad things for your own sake.
Why the hell should I be sanctioned? It all started with you. It's because you didn't cook dinner for me, right?
You said you don't need dinner because you'd be late. You should at least do something about your own dinner.
Mom would have made it for me.
I'm sorry. I'm not your mother, Gerald. Besides, I made you dinner. You're the one who complained about the dinner I worked so hard to make in 30 minutes.
Shut up. Stop talking nonsense. Anyway, I don't want my brother to cut off my financial support. If I can't shop, I won't be popular with women. My pride won't allow it.
You've got a twisted personality, you know that?
It's none of your business. I don't deserve to be told what to do.
Gerald, listen to me.
What now?
I don't know how to say this, but
Just say it.
my husband wants to kick you out of this house.
What? Kicking me out? What do you mean?
He said you don't show any remorse. You have no idea what you've done.
I don't understand.
I know that your family is responsible for the distortion of your character, but your brother said that he can't take care of you anymore.
Wait a minute. I'm still a student. How am I supposed to make a living if I get kicked out?
Your brother wants you to figure that out on your own too. You may be a student, but you're an adult now. He wants you to take care of yourself.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I know, but my husband says so.
Hold on a sec. You're the one who has to convince him. Please. He'll listen to you, won't he? Please, Sarah.
What? You're disgusting. I don't want you to call my name. You were the one threatening me.
Don't say that. We've lived together as a family, right?
Even if I forgive you, I don't think my husband would ever forgive you.
What?
My husband said he would never forgive you for trying to seduce me. He said he can't let you live in this house.
Oh no, I wasn't trying to seduce you. I was trying to punish you.
That's a funny way to think, isn't it? Why should I be punished by you? I don't understand.
I apologize then. I'm sorry. So, you're gonna have to convince my brother. If I am evicted from this house without financial assistance, you can at least imagine what would happen to me, right?
You're a student with a brilliant future, aren't you? You should be able to survive on your own. I'm sure your dead parents would wish the same for you. That's why I won't try to convince my husband. For your parents' and my husband's sake, I think you should learn to live on your own.
I told you, I can't do it. Sarah, I'm sorry. Please, forgive me.
I can't do that. And my husband is very upset too. So I'm going to block your number from now on. Before my husband leaves this room, you need to pack up and leave.
I can't believe this is really happening.
Gerald, who had never been scolded by others in his entire life, was scolded by his own brother for the first time. And he was kicked out of the house too. For a while, he asked my husband for money. But gradually, he gave up because my husband treated him coldly. He is now working part-time after college and living quietly in a dirty, shabby apartment. It seems that he is experiencing the life of a struggling student. I can only hope that this experience will have a positive impact on his life in the future. We are trying to get Gerald to live on his own. Me and my husband have found a new house, moved in, and are living in peace. In the future, we plan to sell the family home and divide the property with Gerald. I want to be with you forever. How about you, John?
Me too. I knew you would say that.
Are you thinking about someone in the past? Another woman?
Huh? No. I'm just saying we are meant to be together. Though we haven't gotten a marriage certificate yet. So, are you going to be home pretty late?
Well, I'll be home as soon as I can. I can't wait to see you, Olivia.
Nice to text you for the first time. Do you want to know the secret of your husband, John? Oh, by the way, I'm his ex-wife, Kristen. What? What kind of secret does he have? Oh no! I can feel your anger through the text. You're scary. I guess that's why he came back to me. I'm sorry, but if his ex-wife contacted me and asked me if I wanted to know his secret, it's normal to get angry, don't you think? Get angry? It's a little late for that. What do you mean? Or, in the first place, how did you know my contact information? I don't know you, do I? I'm sure you can figure it out, but if you must know, I borrowed John's phone for a little bit. Huh? He's such a manly guy, but he was sleeping like a baby. He looks so cute. He used to be like this too. And he hasn't changed even after he got a little older. Sleeping face. Are you saying you're seeing him? I heard he doesn't see you anymore, and he doesn't have your contact information. Oh, so he lied to you, you poor girl. Well, he didn't know until recently after we got divorced. Remember the reunion about 6 months ago? That's when John and I exchanged our contact information again. And then, after that, well, you know. At the reunion? What do you mean by, He didn't come home until late that day, did he? He was saying that you are smart, but I guess it was just superficial. I heard that his ex-wife was a high school classmate, and you met him at the reunion? That's unlikely. So, what can I do for you? Huh? The fact that you contacted me and not John tells me that you have something to say to me, right? I don't like the way you're talking. I heard the reason why you and John got divorced, and I can't help but to be suspicious here. Well, okay. It's nothing really, but there's something I have to tell you. I feel sorry for you, but I just have to say. Enough with the chatting. What is it? Don't be hasty. I'm just trying to make it sound easy for you. Well, if you insist, I'll make it clear and concise right now. I got back together with John and got pregnant. Huh? What? Oh dear, I hope I didn't shock you or anything. That's why I was trying to make it sound easy for you. Okay, I understand what you're trying to say. It's just not possible. What? I think you should check your schedule for the past 6 months. What I remember and what you're telling me don't match. I was wondering what you were going to say, but I don't have to check my schedule. John and I actually see each other frequently. Frequently? That's right. He's not going to tell you that he's going to meet his ex-wife, you know. Of course he was trying to hide it from you. Well, that may be true, but... Hey, do you go to a fancy cafe? He wouldn't take me there before because he didn't really like it. But now, he's taking me to such cafes and other various places as well. Various places? You went to more places than just dinner? That's right. He drove us to the beach and we went bowling the other day. He was so cute when he got so serious. He's been driving lately. When you say beach, you mean about 4 months ago when it was really hot? Yes, that's right. I used to think he was a boring husband who never entertained me. But apparently, he finally realized how much I mean to him and that he can't let go of me. After what you did? Anyway, he wants to get back together with me, and I'm pregnant with his baby. This is an undeniable fact. A proof of love between me and John. Oh. What? Sorry, it's time for me to go grocery shopping, so I'll talk to you soon. Huh? What's that stupid reason? You just can't keep this conversation because you're too shocked, right? Can you please stop acting like a stupid person? And what's more, going grocery shopping is a lame excuse. You know that? Hey! Hey, John. Is it lunchtime now? Can I talk to you about something? I could talk to you when you get home, but I thought it'd be better to let you know sooner rather than later. I just finished eating pizza for lunch. It's so delicious I could eat it all up. I can't call you because I'm at the office, but I can talk on WhatsApp. What's the emergency? It's not an emergency, but I think you might be in danger. You should watch your back. What are you talking about? Kristen texted me just now. Huh? She did? Yup. 5 years ago, she cheated on you with 3 guys at the same time, and you divorced her, right? Not only did she cheat on me, but she spent all of my money. But how does she know your contact information? I mean, it's not like someone is impersonating her or anything, right? I don't know. I have never even met her before. That's right. Then how did she know? That's the thing. It's a strange story. She got it after the reunion 6 months ago. At the reunion? Yeah. She said she got it while you two were spending a night together, and she looked at your phone while you were sleeping. Wow, that's a bad fantasy. I know, right? There's no way she could meet you at the reunion. That's right, because I couldn't go to the reunion. Right, I know that. I'm scared that she might be crazy or delusional. And where did she get my contact information? I don't have any friends from the class who are also a friend with her. Right? It's really strange. Unless I was at different places at the same time. Oh. I'm just kidding, you know. Anyway, can you show me the text from her when I get home? I'll see what I can do. Okay. Be careful on your way home. I felt I owed you an apology, so I thought I'd text you again. You're younger than me, right? But just because I look younger and prettier than you are, you couldn't accept the fact that John went back to me, right? You were too shocked to accept the reality, weren't you? You didn't reply, so I guess it must have hit you pretty hard. As an older woman, I should have been more considerate. No, I'm not shocked. Oh, you're still trying to be tough? The sooner you accept the reality, the better off you'll be. I'm sure you're going through a lot, but you still don't have kids. I'm sure there are a lot of things going on with you, but we are back together as we were meant to be. And we're having a baby. That must have been unbearable for you, right? I know it must be frustrating, but I won because I got the baby. You didn't answer the phone the other day because you were crying, right? I feel sorry for you, but for the sake of our child, get the hell out of our life. You know what? You're texting so fast, I can't keep up with you. John and I, we're not getting a divorce, okay? Huh? Oh, okay. You can't accept the reality, right? I understand how you feel, but it's all too late now. I've told you many times that we're going to have a baby, and he will be mine once again. Of course, I'm going to get his $5 million and his big mansion because they're going to be mine as well. $5 million and a big mansion. You reply with such a dumb reply again. I'm a pregnant woman, so please try not to irritate me. Can't you make it more obvious that you're frustrated? No, there's nothing to be frustrated about. Oh, come on. You're really pissing me off. Don't Don't just act stupid and divorce him already.
Oh,
What?
I have to go to a supermarket, so if you'll excuse me.
Huh? What the hell is wrong with you? I get it. I finally understand what's going on. You know, that was almost exactly what I thought it was going to be. He's really good at what he does. I even got a good picture of him.
I knew it, but how did you know he'd see her today?
She said she met me at the reunion, right? She's a big fan of anniversaries, so we used to go have dinner on almost every single anniversary.
What? So today is the anniversary?
Yes, it is. It's the day of the reunion.
But it seems like there's an anniversary every month. Tough guy.
He was coming out of his house and I followed him, and he went straight to see her. I think that's the apartment where Kristen now lives. And he went into that apartment.
I see.
Olivia, I'm sorry about everything.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I can't believe that my relationship with my ex-wife, which I thought was over, has unexpectedly turned into this. I'm sorry because it had nothing to do with you.
I'm fine.
I mean, she texted you the other day, right? A very long one.
Yeah, but I'm actually okay. I know that even if she keeps texting me like this, things are not going to be like what she says. It's almost like I'm reading a novel or something. I actually feel sorry for her.
She might have gone insane.
Besides, I think she's the one who is in trouble. Let's just get rid of her out of our life.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey,
what were you doing yesterday?
I don't have to tell you. We're not friends, you know.
Okay, so we're not friends, but that's why I'm texting you. I was happy just to stay home yesterday. John suggested we go to a nice restaurant.
That's great.
Don't just say something random. It's frustrating.
By the way, how did he pay the bill? I'm the one who's in charge of our finances.
Well, he told me to pay for it now because after we get married, his money is mine anyway, so I paid for it.
Oh, you paid with your own money?
What's with that tone? You're driving me crazy.
Really? I'm starting to have a little fun.
What's the matter with you? I'm having a baby. You need to get a divorce soon. I want things to be normal when I have a baby.
Normal? You do realize that your behavior is not normal, right? I didn't expect to hear that from you.
What is it with you? You're always saying something random. I was feeling sorry for you and tried to be nice to you. And you just keep talking nonsense.
I'm not talking nonsense.
I'm sure John is tired of that kind of thing. Every time I see him, he tells me about what a lousy wife you are. I really feel sorry for him.
He seems to like that cheerful side of me.
All right, whatever. Good luck with your fantasy. I won't go easy on you anymore, so be prepared.
Yes, I'll be ready.
I'm so angry now. I have been waiting for John to bring me the marriage certificate, but I have to get rid of you first, don't I? Can't you just get out of our life?
But I haven't heard from him about a divorce yet.
What? Not even once?
Nope.
You're lying because you just don't want to get divorced yet. I want my husband and his $1 million back. You don't stand a chance now that I have his child.
No, that's not it. When you say $1 million, you mean debt, right?
Huh? I don't even know what that means. Okay, I get it. You need time to prepare yourself, right? Let's set the final date right here, right now.
You sound like the last day of a super sale. I told you we have no reason to get divorced.
Don't you ever get it? I'm carrying his child in my belly. You met him at the class reunion 6 months ago, right? Huh? Yes, that's right. I told you the other day. Do you want to hear the details of that sweet night? Are you crazy? No, I'm not. He was in the hospital at that time. Huh? Hospital? He was planning to go to the reunion, but 2 days before that, he had an accident and broke his leg, so he had to cancel the reunion. What's that? What the hell do you think you're doing? Telling weird lies again. And what's more, the way you're talking is disgusting. I met John at the reunion. What makes you think I'm going to believe your lie about not attending? The person you think is John is not John. It's his twin brother. Huh? Twin? Do you really think I would believe that? I feel bad for you, but it's true. John himself only heard about it from his parents just a year ago. I can't blame you for not knowing. What? The person named David, who was supposed to be John's cousin, was actually his twin brother. John and David's biological parents were unable to raise them, so his uncle and aunt took David and raised him as their son. What? No way! You're not telling me that David was the one who came to the reunion, are you? That's correct. Wait a minute! Why David came to the reunion and not John? David didn't go to the same high school as I did, right? He was faking it. Huh? David is a type of guy who does stupid things. He hates John because John graduated from college and got a job at a major company. And David couldn't even go to college. And he hasn't worked since he was fired last year for causing problems at work. I guess he had too much time on his hands. So while John was sleeping in the hospital, he took his phone and pretended to be John. He decided to pretend to be John and attend the reunion. And he saw you there, who kept trying to get back together with him and asking him to go to a hotel. What? He wanted to cause a lot of trouble for John, so he decided to have a relationship with you. You exchanged the contact information on David's phone. And you got my contact information as well. David himself confessed to me that this is how it happened. What the hell is that? Well, I understand your anger. David said he had fun while he was fooling around with you. He was hoping for John to get in trouble, or I'd get mad and we get divorced. That's what he said. He said he couldn't stand for only John to have a happy life, and not him. I'm the one who won't forgive him. I can't believe he would do such a terrible thing. You try to take things from people. That's why this whole thing happened. Wait, I just remember. He said the condition for getting back together was to never talk about the past. Oh, that? Because if you talk about the past, there's a good chance that he will be exposed. That's a strange condition to begin with, isn't it? Then what I'm carrying is David's child, right? No way! But if they're twins, John's money can also be David's, right? Then, after all, there must be a chance to get that money and that huge mansion. Are you out of your mind? I think you're being delusional now. The idea of getting John's money through his twin brother doesn't make any sense. And there's no money or mansion anyway. Huh? I heard that there was some relatives who were trying to take his money as well. So John decided to do something before it gets worse. What? He decided to donate money and sell the mansion. What? And the mansion has already sold. He said he didn't want anything that would bring troubles to him. All these procedures were completed last year. So now, John is working and earning ordinary income with no plans to buy a mansion. And this would be the same even David is his twin brother. And besides, just because David is John's twin brother, he's not going to get John's money or anything, you know? I have even more unfortunate news for you. What? What more is there? I heard that David has a huge debt. Debt? I don't know the details, but he had to pay a lot of money for something he did before. And it's a debt from that time or something. Wait, you're kidding, right? I was also relying on John's money. And I also borrowed $60,000. Huh? It cost me money to go on a date with John or David. And now I'm carrying the child of a man with debt. What's this? Oh no, why is this happening? It's understandable that you're confused, so please don't contact me again. Don't be so cold. No. Don't bring me or John into this anymore. What? John doesn't want anything to do with you either. It's none of our business anymore. I'm leaving now. Wait a minute! No, help me!
Are you done?
I'm done. She was shocked.
Well, I guess she deserves it. She was trying to take me away from you and even got pregnant. And now she's in trouble.
You know, I felt a little sorry for her.
You're so kind. As for me, it's sad that she can't tell which is which, me or David. To Kristen, she saw nothing in me but money. I'm sure she never looked at me as a man.
You know what? I can easily tell which is which. So cheer up.
That's right. I'm more interested in restoring our peaceful life. I'm gonna go settle things now, too.
Me too. I'll make your favorite dish and wait for you.
Sounds great.
John went to see David's adoptive parents after that, which is his uncle and aunt. John once talked to David on the phone in advance to meet and talk about what to do in the future. Apparently, he was living on the run from his debt and couldn't see him for a while. We managed to catch him with the help of his adoptive parents. He was then forced to work under his adoptive parents' supervision. I was told that as long as he lives, he's going to keep working to pay off his debt. He says he's now living in hell. As for Kristen, her parents broke off the relationship with her after she told them what had happened. Although she's staying with her parents until the baby is born, after that, she's supposed to leave immediately. Therefore, she concluded that she could not raise a child. I am relieved to hear that the child will be adopted by a sensible couple. At the very least, I hope the child will grow up happily. The two of them have fallen into an unexpected hell due to a variety of reasons. John and I are now living happily and trying to have a normal life.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!